Hey guys, it's Punchchef41 here and I'm doing another video. The last video I did, I mentioned at the end I would be doing an important video which kind of explains at times why my videos don't sometimes go up on time and stuff. And this is very scripted because I've had to script it because I don't. It can be scripted but also off the cuff, like you can see I wrote it all out on Google Docs. But the title of the video is going to be Epilepsy and Me, and I'm going to try and not read off this, but also I need to read off it to get a lot of my points about. Anyway, Epilepsy and Me. This is a story of how epilepsy affects me. Let me give you a bit of background about it. 4 years ago I got diagnosed with it. And I really had a difficult time before the actual epilepsy itself, and I think that's a lot of factors towards it. I ain't going to go into that now because that's my personal life and not going on the internet. But basically, I just moved into a new place with my partner, and it's the first time of both moving out of our parents and, in a sense, being in a serious, proper relationship. She just started a new job. I started a new job, which was in a kitchen, and I was loving it. I really was. But it was all going well up until a point. I started, when I was getting changed in the locker room, out my check gear, stuff like that, I used to feel like time had gone by. Like you'd had a nap or something, you know, like when you're falling asleep and you don't know what's happened and stuff. And it used to be like a couple of minutes, couple of seconds, but I thought nothing of it. I thought I was just tired because it's a new job, getting used to the hours and stuff, and moving in was a bit stressful. So I thought, right, I'll have 2 days off because that's what I normally used to get. I used to get 2 days off for general break purposes and to charge the batteries. It was a Sunday, and I was blacking out constantly, and my partner was picking up on it. And she rang an NHS Direct, and they said I really need to get to a hospital now. But we waited till, I think we waited till morning to do it because it was late at the time, and by the time we got there, it just wouldn't work. It would be a lot of time off. A lot of time in the night, and I felt comfortable if we just waited the night and then went in. In hindsight, we should have gone straight away, but hindsight's funny at times. So, after like 4 hours of waiting for the I get seen, and it's a lot of waiting around. I then get told that I'm going to have to stay in for the night, and this was quite upsetting for my partner who's only just moved. We'd only just moved into the house. It was the first time kind of her being without me, in the sense that we were quite together for a while anyway. And so it upset her, so I stayed in. I had ECGs, MRIs, I had a lot. It took a long time for the doctor to keep coming round to me to find out how I was, and I was still blacking out constantly, and it was really starting to annoy me and starting to get to me because I wasn't too sure what it was. Up until then I knew what epilepsy was, but never seen it or really experienced it. And it's not nice. Because at the time I thought I was just having like naps and stuff like that. And I think I stayed in for about three or 4 days. And then I went home, and then I had difficulty with my workplace at the time getting some of my stuff. I had difficulty with the actual workplace itself with, I ain't gonna name the workplace, but I had difficulty with the workplace as in trying to explain what it was, and my mother-in-law actually rang. She actually got a phone call, or I think she rang. I can't remember if she had a phone call. She rang then, and because I don't know, because I was completely blacked out, bitten, and the person who did human resources was pretty bad management and stuff. But not really into that. In the face of about the first place, and not gonna lie, her parents were a bit get to go out and moving out because she was the youngest, and it's like, kind of thing. But it was difficult because we learned, in a sense, we learned how to struggle. And I think in this day and age you need to know how to struggle a little bit to get through the really, really lows, because this for us was a real low. And this was just starting into like the next chapter in our relationship, and it was there already, so it was a big pain in the arse. But it was January I got diagnosed, then end of February my partner lost her job because she was just having too much time off taking care of me, and they were just really, really bad about how they managed it and didn't really help her. So she lost her job, and then I had to go on the sick, so I had to keep sending in sick notes every month or until I got it, so it was like I didn't have to send it in every month. Then they eventually terminated my contract because we were all on 3-month probation anyway, so I got my contract terminated, and then I went on to disability living allowance, which isn't a lot, but it helps. It helps you pay your rent, it helps you pay your bills, it helps you put food down. And we also had council tax benefit because my partner's on a low income, and you get 2 lots of things which help towards rent. And it's very, 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 very difficult, and I'm going to put this down a minute. I have about 15 to 20 bits per day, and on a good day 10's a great number of fits for me to have in the scheme of things. On a bad day it can go to the high 40's, and I've struggled to get help properly from doctors and stuff, because each time I go I get the same thing: well, we can't give you these, we don't think it's this. And it is affected by light as well, which doesn't help. So in theory, if my videos take a long time to come up, say if a review hasn't gone up or a preview hasn't gone up straight away, and I have to do it on, say, the Saturday, and I have to record it off the webcam, 9 times out of 10 it's because I've been having a bad week. And it's difficult because I'm not one of the people who are like, oh, I've got a bad back, I need to be on disability living allowance kind of thing. I want to work, but I can't. I can't guarantee A, I will get the work done, B, if I could actually turn up that day, and C, it's very hard for an employee to get insurance on somebody who's epileptic. And I hate it with a vengeance, but over the last 4 years I've learnt to find ways to deal with it and how to know when because I don't know when I'm going to have a fit. Some people get sensors, like they know they go dizzy, or they smell something, or they get funny taste. I don't get anything like that. So when I go, I just go. I'm on the floor, gone. And sometimes I can fit, sometimes I can black out. The other part of mine is I have a split personality disorder to a point which is a 5-year-old self of me when I was 5, so that can also be really bad. It's really messed up in the sense, because there are a lot of things that I have dealt with it and got there with, and that's brilliant for me. I've dealt with it, but I don't think I technically had my brain still there. I've had the NHS counselling about twice now, and each time it never felt like it worked, ever. Because they always asking me the same thing to do, which I I'm not going to say what it is, but I technically can't do it because there's a stumbling block in the way. I absolutely hate when people say that epilepsy isn't a real thing, or they try and just say, oh, you're doing it so you don't have to work. Far from the case, so many people have it and struggle on a day-to-day basis. And I just want to tell my story for people. I know it's hard to do and it's very hard to open up to people. It took me, I'll say, a year to 2 years to talk to my partner about things in my life because I was very closed in person, bottled up, and that's not good in a sense when you're epileptic because you need to get things off your chest. Stress is one of the big factors of it, and if you're stressed constantly or something's stressing out, you're just like that, fits, blackouts. And if you have a really bad one, you feel like you've been hit by a big bout of the flu and you can't get out of bed or you can't get where you are, you just sleep for ages and ages. I have one on the Manchester City Manchester United derby. I had a really bad night because I have them in my sleep as well. I had a really bad night of betting. I didn't think I actually got to sleep until about 3-4. I woke up, I wanted to watch the derby, I did watch the derby, but still felt shocking, and I just went back to bed and slept. And in hindsight, I should have stayed in bed, but I really wanted to watch that game because I'm a football fan. But yeah, I just wanted to explain some of the reasons why my videos are late at times. Because at the moment I ain't editing any of my videos because I only have Windows Media Maker, and I want to get Sony Vegas 11 or something like that so I can edit and split things together and do it a little bit better. But at the moment, editing for me, I haven't learned it yet. I want to learn how to, but I haven't edited. These one take ones are a little bit easier for me myself, but if I fit in them, I have to start again. That's where I want to edit, because if I do fit in one, I can see where I fitted, cut it out, and then fit the rest of the video together. But like I said, this was my video, and this is my story as Epilepsy and Me, and please share this with people who are epileptic and they don't know what to do, or any of the case, because it's very, very hard. Because some people, you say you've got a disability and they're looking on your body to see where your missing limbs are or something. Epilepsy is a mental thing, and I wish the government would recognise it a lot more in stuff, but they don't. But like I said, this was my video to explain to you why some of my videos are late, and when I said to Barnes video this was an important video to me, it really is, and it's taken me a lot of balls to make this video because I wasn't 100% sure about it, and I wanted to do it for me really than anything else, something I can walk back on. I will make the video public because epilepsy needs to be understood, and the more information you get out there about how to look after people with epilepsy, how to deal with someone with an epileptic fit, or just know a little bit more, it helps. So, PunkChef41 saying goodbye, and I'll see you in my next video, and please share this around with your friends, colleagues, family. It would be very much appreciated. Thank you.